the bottom because it is written in a language that is probably unfamiliar to you, unless any of you can read Thieves' Cant.
Nope.
Shockingly enough, druids can't.
Wait, you can? The
No,
fuck?
I'm making a joke that druids can't because it's called Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, unless any of you can read Thieves' Cant, you can't decipher
Unless
the signature.
if you're not a rogue, you can't decipher it.
I can't make out the signature.
I think that might be a signature.
If not, it looks like something out of one of those crazy bands up at the Capitol.
So what does it say we did?
It
What's the
says the
why?
Rush job.
Yeah, why?
Do you think it has to do with the fact that we dropped Kalis like a sack of potatoes?
No, we did a service there.
Well, I wasn't necessarily involved directly in that, so I don't know.
Or maybe it's something to do with Catherian? The fact that we killed him like the dog he was?
Well, I can think of an unrelated reason as to why it might be.
Reading further into the note, it actually details where you're heading, your descriptions, even down to your family. Each one of you.
Definitely unrelated to that one thing I did.
Is
Alicia.
it kind of like a wanted poster? Does it say what we did, or?
It has very vague details about interfering with plans. Nothing really that would tip you off either way. It would seem that this man is just on a need-to-know basis.
Someone didn't need to know.
You can tell that it is actually a very formal business letter. This man was hired to kill you.
Boy howdy, he really fucked that one up royally, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for him.
Well, I'm hurt.
Here, come. Let me take a look at you. I use 10 points of lay on hands on Andy.
Let's see. We're about to approach the midnight mark here.
There we are.
So, I'm gonna ask you guys, do you want to continue for another 30 or so minutes?
We can go to
Yeah,
4:30 if everybody else wants to.
I'm down to staying up till 2. But I know you want to try and get a little bit more shut-eye in, so whatever you want to do, Deb. You're good.
Alright, so nothing really happens. I guess you guys search the forest a little bit more. It seems to be very quiet. And after a little bit of searching, Antifex actually chimes in. I think that may have been all of them that we're going to find tonight. If anyone else is willing, let's head back to the tavern. I'm actually very famished.
Yeah, I could eat an entire person, I say telepathically to everyone, as I am still a snake.
At this point, that gruel is kind of looking good now, and he shudders a bit.
Andy, you want me to take you over to the farm and see if we can get you to look at that the machine, or should we wait till morning so you can get a better look at it?
Let's wait till morning.
All right.
All
I
right.
don't know if any other assassins are gonna hop out of the woods at us.
I'll eat them if they do. I will maintain being a snake for 3 hours.
I think I still have rations, if you guys want it.
There's a corpse that's looking pretty tasty.
Yeah, I mean, trail rations are really just jerky and hardtack, though. We could get
That's better
better
than
eats at
nothing.
the tavern.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have an idea. And Antifex, like as you guys are like cresting the forest and like going over to a like there's like you guys are cresting back into town. You actually notice that there's like a cart that has a broken wheel. It seems that it is like full of like grain and potatoes and like other sorts of fruits and vegetables.
I use auto build and repair the cart.
You can tell that it was actually abandoned very hastily. You see some pretty deep footprints like going away from it.
Seems like they might have abandoned this cart in a panic, trying to escape.
They might
Probably
appreciate it
zombies.
if we take it to into town.
I suppose we could cover you while you fix it.
I'd give somebody roll a perception.
I'll roll perception.
I'm a snack.
And then I'll have Andy roll. What is the associated skill for like?
It's a 10. Fuck.
It is a very simple task to actually find the wheel. So, AJ, you actually do find it.
Oh, thank God.
It takes you a bit longer than you'd like, but you do find it.
The wheels were right there. Oh my God. I think all that bright light is starting to get to my eyes.
And
If it's been longer than 30 minutes, the wand has gone out.
I'm not even just talking about your wand. I'm talking about the fact of the matter is I blew a fucking giant hunk of meat in two with a goddamn lance.
so, what is? I forget what skill to use for Andy to like repair something.
I think there's just a repair skill, isn't there?
No, not
No.
intelligence.
I'll let you roll an intelligence. Yeah.
So I'm not seeing anything else here.
I'm
19.
assuming that. Okay, so that does it. You managed to put the cart back together, secure the wheel back on there, and there's a small like steam engine at the back that you can actually like activate in order to make it propel itself.
I do that.
And as you do so, it starts to roll its way like up towards the town. It takes you a while because you know that this thing isn't meant to be powered 100% by it, but you don't have any horses nearby.
And I'm a snake out of wild shapes.
We could probably knock it to the back of a giant ass snake, and maybe that might help.
This,
If I take a short rest, I can become a horse.
you guys can actually like hear the wood of this cart is pretty old and is creaking and like groaning as it travels down this path.
Should we
But-
short rest?
Eventually, you do manage to get to the town with this cart, and one of the people actually comes out and greets you. It's like, oh, it's been a few hours. How did it go?
Oh, the undead are dead again.
Oh,
Dead or back
they're
to being
re-dead.
up.
thank the gods above. Um, I see you. You repaired our cart.
Yep. I still gotta go repair
Uh,
the harvester though.
We had to abandon that. We were being swarmed by undead.
You guys are alive. Now we can grab an apple, enjoy the fruits of our labor.
I'm gonna have him roll to catch it. He catches it, and he takes a bite of the apple, and it's just like his spirits lift. A few of the workers actually come out, and like they grab like burlap sacks to bring in like the potatoes, grains, what have you. And you've never seen this bartender look like more happy to see you guys, as he very quickly prepares, like very hastily makes like bread and a potato, like a fruit and potato stew with like the last bit of meat that he has for the day. I'd say for you folk, this is on the house. And he pours you each like a heaping helping of stew with a side of like a loaf, like a mini loaf of bread.
And I go outside and I throw it on the roof. Just kidding. Get it? Because it's on the house.
Andalus, or Antifex chuckles to himself when you say that.
And I look around to make sure that I'm not about to be struck by lightning.
Uh, you mind sitting here next to me? And he's looking at, like, Antifex is looking at Diz, and he pats the seat next to him.
Oh yeah, sure. I sit down next to him.
That was a real tough scrape that we got into, wasn't it, son? And you can
I
tell
mean,
that like his hands are shaking a bit.
it wasn't all that bad.
One of your friends, like, they nearly died back there.
I
mean, I would assume that it isn't your first scrape with something like this, but
Father, out of the like 10 or 12 fights we've been in before this, I'm fairly certain I've died in like 9 of them.
We almost die at least once a week.
well,
My dad killed me.
That's
it's
rough,
very
buddy.
unfortunate.
But then I killed him.
That is
Yes.
also rough, buddy.
Antifex.
I don't think I can bless your continued adventures here.
Bless the Rainstone, and never mind, that place doesn't exist here.
I would need. I kind of need to step in as your father and not as a friend, and ask you to come back to Greenspire and just continue your life. I know you may have a bond with these people here, but I was told by one of my advisors that nothing is worth laying your life on.
You can't be serious.
I'm very serious. You need to think about like, and you may end up, it may be about 4,000 or so years from now, but inheriting my throne.
In
Oh,
4,000 or so years, I will be not alive.
Oh, once you come to the Feywild, we're basically immortal there. But you need to think of your future. I'm sure you don't want to be just a simple scribe in a lowly human village for the rest of your days.
I mean, I. Sorry, I accidentally deafened. I quite like my job, and I do enjoy being an adventurer.
Well, I can't sit back and let you throw your life away. I need some assurance that you are at least somewhat willing to spare yourself.
And what would that be exactly?
I don't know. A promise that if things get rough as they were, that instead of sticking around and dying, you would, save yourself.
I've got to be honest. I won't make that promise.
DM, can I interject?
Well, they're basically just sitting around the table. So yeah, you can sort of overhear this.
I go up behind Antipex and I say to him, I don't know if this might help you understand, but your son is in very good hands with the rest of us. And I pull out the golden rune of major cure wounds, and I show it to him.
It's mass cure wounds.
Mass cure wounds. Sorry.
Hey, I'm just worried. After all, he is of the royal family. Well, despite what his mother may have done, he still carries my blood.
I've got to be honest, and this is nothing against you, but you've not been a part of my life at all. I understand that, living the high life and living, as royalty, I'm sure that that's fun, and I'm sure it's entertaining, but maybe when I get ready to retire is when I'll start thinking about that. After all, you can't have a king who, can't put up a fight if someone were to invade their borders or, God forbid, threaten their citizens.
Well, I understand as much, son. I do. I mean, back when I was 180, I actually did have a bit of an adventurous streak. So, I do understand. but being of the royal family isn't always the high life, son. Things are extremely difficult. And being away from you it made me realize a bunch of, like, how much I did care for your mother, and it burdened me sorely.
Well, we're on our way home, so you'll get to explain yourself to her in due time.
I never wanted to be away from you, son. I apologize.
I don't need you to say sorry. I'm not upset.
Well, I apologize anyway. Now, let's eat. I'm just certain that you wouldn't want your stew to become cold.
I look down at my stew. And, I zone out a little bit. And then, as I, like, regain my composure, I'm like, sorry. Just checking my stew for, lightning.
Antifex, he eats as well. Absorbed, basically, like, in thought. As he does. What is everyone else doing?
I'm eating my
I think-
food.
I'm sitting
Are you
next
still a
to
giant
Grizz.
snake?
Has it been 3 hours?
Since the fight, no.
Okay, then I'm still a snake because I am just being a snake today.
Well, they would not have let you into the tavern.
Then I stop being a snake. Then I eat my stew.
Alright?
And
Everyone-
everyone just eating.
Everyone's just for the most part eating.
The tavern owner comes up and is just, here, this is also on the house, and he prepares you guys each a room at the tavern. Not
So
as
is it the
luxurious
present-
as the it's not as luxurious as the first time you came, but it's, the beds are nice. They're not dirty. We'll wake up the town elder in the morning to discuss your payment.
Alright. Well, I am off to bed then.
All right.
You got an
Pleasant
engine to work
dreams.
on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, is everyone going to bed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Might make a
Oh,
quick
Jesus.
prayer, but then I'll go to bed.
All right. You say a prayer, and the night passes without incident. And in the morning, there is a knock at each of your doors. The tavern owner is just, wake up call.
Hmm. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, where's that engine I gotta fix?
First, we'll deal with the matter of dispatching with those undead. We're going to present you each with a voucher. You'll take that to our general goods store, and they will allow you an item of your choice.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hmm.
Uh, along with, well, can't exactly give you as much as, we wish we could, but here is this. And they give you each a pouch of gold. If you would look inside and count, it would be 20 gold per.
Nice.
Thank you.
The village elder actually stands in front of you. Just, I'm very glad that you all came along and that you accepted the request of our lovely establishment owner. We know that you had no allegiance to the city, so we are very grateful. And as he said, he gives you each a piece of paper that is like a promissory note to repay a keep owner for one item that is presented. You may explore our city and pick an item for yourself. It will be taken from our coffers.
Hmm.
You can go down to that shop there, or any one of the different tent areas that have different traders. And the building that she points at actually has a large sign saying the Naga's artifacts and relics.
Nice relics. Hmm.
Uh, is there anything else that we could do for you?
I'm supposed to fix something, I think.
Oh, are you with the guild?
Andy says yes, but is shaking his head no.
Oh, yes, we're having some issues. Our last harvest machine actually broke down. You should find it out in the fields. But I don't want to keep you for longer than you intend to stay.
Yeah, it's probably just a quick 10-minute job.
All right.
And then we cut to Andalus smacking a machine with a wrench and cursing because he's been on this 25-minute job for 3 days.
Oh, and um, here's some of the spare parts that the last guild representative came by with whenever they repaired it the first time, and hands you a sack filled with random bits and bobs.
Well, I'm gonna get started on this. I'll catch up with you guys later.
And I'm guessing the other three of you are going into the city to uh pull in your or cash in your voucher.
Indeed I am.
Oh. I'm curious about that relic shop. I wonder if they got anything that'd be interesting for me.
Yeah.
All right, so two of you are going into the artifact shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look there and see if there's anything.
What about Diz?
Yeah, I want to go to the shop.
Okay. Antifex is coming in with you. Let's see. As you come into the shop, a halfling that is sitting on a stool greets you. Well, hi there. My name's Lilia, and welcome to my shop. Is there anything I can get for you?
Oh, what kind of stuff do you have?
Oh, a lot of different bits and bobs from random traders, as well as I get regular inventory shipments of uh, magical relics. Just on display here is, and she points at a weapon like display. There is a mace with, well, I don't know what that symbol is, but I was told that it had a magical aura around it. There's this one. It's a rod. It also has like most of the magic items here are magical in some way, but I don't exactly have any sort of way to tell what they are.
I see.
So there's that mace, this rod here. I have some leather armor that is said to be blessed by the goddess of luck herself. I have this spell scroll here. I have a wand, which would probably be of interest to that for you, sir. And she points at Diz.
Diz, who is already carrying 2 wands, is kind of I don't know about that one.
I have another wand.
Wands might
And then
interest
I
me.
have this pair of boots as well that has this winged little stamp on the side of it.
Oh,
Mm,
those boots probably let someone fly. So you don't happen to have like anything that might be described as a parafat of wound closure?
I wouldn't really know.
Do you have anything vaguely necklace-like? Maybe
Like-
with a bit of red?
Let me take a look in the back, and I'll
Worst case, we
Yes,
can figure out
well,
what those wands do before we buy.
Miss, while you're at it, do you get any artifacts from the Emperor? Well, the Emperor of Mankind, the Golden Emperor, the Paladinium in general.
let me take a look.
Thank you. Do you want to see about that symbol?
I don't know what these do, but these were given to me by a cloaked stranger,
Oh, those are always
And-
enjoyable.
and she plops a little sack of what it seems metallic, like the sound that these things make when they hit the table.
Interesting. So a stack of metallic things.
I also have this, and she like tucks a jar of like a jar of like dust onto the counter.
Jar of dust. Fascinating.
I also have this stone here. I have this mirror. I have this oil here. I've been told not to get this near flame at all.
Oh, okay.
I have this. I was told by the person who sold this that it is, like what it is specifically. This she told me that this is a Periapt of Proof.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's against poison.
Alright,
I
can
was
I maybe
given-
see some of those wands?
Okay. She hands you the two wands that she's told you.
Any objections to me testing them outside? So at the very least, if I don't buy them, you can tell people what they are?
Okay.
Alright, I'd like to walk outside and attempt to use the wands. Hope one's
see.
fireball.
What spell level do you use on the first one?
Just the basic level. First
Okay.
level spell.
So with the first wand, you cast a first level magic missile.
Ooh, okay. We got a wand of magic missile. Those are always useful.
And then I will need to look up what the second one does. Let's see. Page 140.
You're so hoping for a wand of fireballs. Those are always pure chaos.
Okay, so
Please tell me it's a wand of wands, which is a wand that creates a wand of wand summoning. Which creates another wand of wand summoning.
okay, so do you target anyone when you use this wand?
I target a random tree.
It fizzles.
Wand fizzles?
Like the magical effect fizzles.
I target myself.
Okay. Make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Give me a second to click onto my sheet while I'm laughing at myself for being stupid.
Nearby.
13.
Okay, with a 13, nothing happens. But you do learn what it is.
Oh?
It is the Wand of Smiles.
Makes you happy.
It does make you smile, yeah. And sometimes the wand can turn into a wand of frowns. Alright, so I bring it back in and say, I'll buy the wand of magic missiles, which is this one. That one's a wand of smiles. And I slide it back to her.
And she tucks away the Wand of Smiles and takes your voucher.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deal.
Lovely.
So, I also have this potion here. I don't know what it does. I also have this potion of healing, and she puts like just a regular potion of healing. She puts another potion on there with a green colored liquid. She puts another potion on there with a bubbling golden serum inside. She props up another rod on the table. A second spell scroll. She puts like a second and third spell scroll. She places a sword on the counter as well.
Ma'am, can I see that sword?
Go for it. Just be careful.
Can I see the sword and that mace you're talking about?
Sure.
Do
Let
you guys
me
have any practice
find-
dummies nearby?
And we could just find someone who doesn't look that smart. That serves the same purpose, right?
I'm not intending on killing anyone today.
Oh, boo-hoo, I have Revivify.
Yeah, and I almost went to jail because some guy decided to put a little extra spicy sauce in my drink.
Oh? And I killed someone, like, literally a couple days ago, and no one fucking noticed.
So I need to go to page. Well, which one are you using first?
I'm gonna use the sword first because I like swords.
Okay, so the sword,
Um,
you take it into your hand, and, well, it does nothing at first. You have a feeling that it's going to require attunement.
if I attune to the weapon, I have to purchase it.
You have to hold it for like an hour.
You could be really indecisive for about an hour. She'll hate you, but you'll figure out what it does.
The second item that you find... Let's see.
I was more curious about the symbol on the mace than anything else.
It is a holy symbol, but it is
Oh,
not
I
of
can
your
read that.
god.
Oops, sorry. Maverick,
It-
it's just you. You spooked yourself, dummy.
It's an ornate looking mace engraved with the holy symbol of a war god.
Whoa. This isn't my god.
You can tell that it's
I-
magical.
I might not use this weapon just out of sake of my own religion.
Okay. Let's see. Does Diz have identify?
No,
Neither do I.
I
Yes,
don't
identify.
believe. I don't believe that identify is a wizard spell.
I don't. It's not a druid spell.
I do, but I'm not there.
Damn. Going out to pick magic items without the person that has identify.
Normally, magic item
Um,
shops know what they're selling.
Can I come back later and with a friend of mine to see what these do?
Oh, as long
Me-
as you bring it back, feel free to take it with you.
Let me call a buddy of mine who knows a little bit more about
let me phone a friend.
It's the inverse of Pawn Stars. God damn, I didn't mean to intend
I'll
that.
say that it takes about 10-15 minutes for Andy to actually fix up, and is like starting to come in at the end of this conversation. Hey, what's up?
Oh, speak of the devil, he shall appear. Andy, can I have you take a look
Joe?
at some stuff for me?
Sure.
I present to him the two weapons that I was going to consider about buying.
Okay.
There, I'm gonna cast
So which-
Identify on the
Uh,
sword.
okay. So this is a sword that will give you +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. The weapon will ignore resistance to slashing weapons. When you attack the creature that has at least one head with the weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, you will cut off one of the creature's heads. The creature
a what?
dies. If it can't survive without the lost head, if the creature can't survive, or the creature dies if it cannot survive without the lost head.
Well, to be honest, if you don't buy that, I'm buying it.
The creature is immune to this effect if it is immune to slashing damage, doesn't need a head, or has legendary actions, or the DM decides that it's
that's
too
hard.
big for the head to be cut off with the weapon.
Dude, that's one of the best fucking types of swords in the entire goddamn game. That's a fucking Vorpal sword, dude. You buy that?
But the creature instead takes an extra 68 slashing damage from the hit.
You hear that, guys? 68 slashing damage.
I will take the sword.
Yes. Yes,
Go.
you should.
Go for it. I appreciate your business.
I placed the voucher. Can I tip? Do we tip? Are we allowed to tip?
Well, I mean,
we'll make sure.
I'm pretty sure the 12% gratuity on free is 0.
They'll make sure that we are
Right.
well compensated for the items. Plus,
Okay.
you're doing me a great service by identifying them.
Now she can jack up the prices.
Exactly.
Absolutely. This, I would like to know more about this mace, but it's nothing from my religion. So all I can tell you is that it's from a powerful war god.
I can use identify 3 more times.
You can use that 3 more times.
Ritual cast? Shame.
You said something about having an amulet. I have actually a couple of them.
Amulet?
And she places like one or like both of them on the counter. One looking like it's just like golden, and the other like a nice little gold necklace with a green gem, like set in like a nice gold setting. I don't know what they really do, but I'm sure they could be of use.
Thing is, I don't want to use identify on 2 objects. Unless I know one of my group is going to buy it.
Well, you're free to try them on at least.
Do you have anything that would suit me?
Oh, what's that weapon there that you have on your hip?
Which one, my rapier or my gun?
Is that what you call it? A gun?
Yeah.
Listen, it makes a sound that puts holes in birds.
I have never seen a weapon like that. Is it like a sling?
It slings things, alright.
Or is it like a pepper box?
It's like a
Well,
pepper.
pepper buck.
It makes a sound that puts
Then-
holes in birds.
Then you might
Holds a lot of things.
you might like this. And she takes the sack of like metallic things and like taps it a little bit.
I take the sack and I open it.
It is a sack of 20 bullets.
Yeah.
And they look magical.
Oh. Never mind. I can make my own bullets, but
Magic bullets, though, for free.
I'm gonna cast identify on these bullets.
Let me get to the page that they're on. This should be Xanathar's 138. Where is it? It is a sack of 20 walloping ammunition. This ammunition packs a wallop. A creature hits by the ammunition must succeed on a DC 10 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So you're giving your thing for this?
How you spell wallop?
WALLOPING.
Alright. Is it sling bullets?
Yes, but we're flavoring it to
Yeah.
where it is like gun bullets.
Gun. What type of damage? Gun damage.
I'm adding it to my. Yep, I give him my voucher.
All right. Appreciate your business. And who hasn't picked up an item yet?
I haven't.
All right.
What all you got left?
I have the mace, this rod here, the wand that wasn't picked up earlier, this pair of boots with this wing symbol on the side. I have this light hammer. There's a set of chainmail with a weird. It's a really weird thing of chainmail. So weird.
Yeah, how weird.
And she struggles a little bit to pick up this armor and sits it on the counter, and like the grain of the metal is actually like it looks like a geometric pattern. It's just don't hit this with anything metallic. It makes a really weird high-pitched noise.
How many charges of identify do you have left?
2.
Oh, and I have to say, this armor is not magical.
Oh, well, fuck that. Get your weird chainmail armor out of here.
Okay. And she puts away the armor.
Alright, so you said there was a rod and
I have-
a wand that was previously identified as the Wand of Smiles, which
also have,
I don't remember what that does.
you have to make a
It makes
DC
you
10
smile.
You have to make a DC 10 charisma saving throw or be forced to smile for the next hour.
You might as well just like give that to a homeless person or something. That's not worth anything.
I have this dust that I was told is like good for cleaning up spills.
That type of dust, and I use it at my work occasionally.
That's
Just
not magic dust. That's just spill magic.
Just give me the boots.
Okay. And
But I
she
do
hands-
want you to identify the rod.
I'm not
Actually, hold off. Identify the rod, and then I'll make my decision.
You want me to identify those
Do you-
boots too?
Do you
No,
need
the boots
somebody
are-
to
the
cast
boots
the
are-
identify spell?
The boots are pretty obvious. I swear to God, if this is a rod that casts Identify, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
No, it.
The DM has now made it a rod that casts Identify. It wasn't before, but it is now.
No, Antifex is just. Do you need someone that can cast the identify spell.
That would be useful. Yeah.
Sure. I'll cast it on the rod. So he, let's see, this is DMG 197.
I think I know what the rod is.
So this is a +2 Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh, never mind.
While holding this rod, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to the saving throw DCs of your warlock spells. The bonus is determined by the rod's rarity. In addition, you regain 1 warlock spell slot as an action while holding the rod. So the rod is not very useful to you. This is more for people that don't really work for their magic.
Throw it in the trash.
You may keep this. And he hands it back to her.
Alright.
Let me go ahead and do this on the boots.
There's the boots, which I am almost certain I already know what they are.
Pretty sure it's Boots of Flight.
Either that or they're like you click your heels and it doubles your speed or something.
If it's the fast
But I imagine
boot, then I'm interested.
I imagine it's probably Boots of Flight.
It
Boots
is
of
the
Flight.
winged boots. While
Yeah.
you wear these boots, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed.
I already
You
do.
can use the boots to fly up to 4 hours all at once or in several shorter flights, each using a minimum of 1 minute from the duration. If you are flying, when the duration expires, you descend at a rate of 30 feet per round until you land. The boots regain 2 hours of flying capacity for every 12 hours they are not in use.
Okay. And that's all that you have left?
No. I also have
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
right. The mace and the light hammer. I'm not really a weapons guy.
I
To
also
be honest.
have this mirror. I
Amos,
yes.
you're being messaged. I was told to inform you.
If you would like, I could also interest you in this, but it's also it's not very popular amongst the people that sold it. And she pulls
Mm.
out a dusty deck of cards.
Oh, I'm buying that, obviously.
No,
A deck of cards? There's
no.
only 2 things it can be, and both of them are amazing.
Both of them are great.
Both of them are terrible.
Both of them are
Fucking
perfection.
God damn it, we don't. I thought
So
we got
yeah,
past
just-
the card trick bullshit.
Just give me the deck of many things. Quit playing with me.
Oh yeah, do they have a benign deck of cards? I still need to buy 20 decks of cards.
I don't know why you would want 20 decks of cards, but I only have this one, and they told me that I should get this out of my shop as soon as possible.
I will literally pay you money for it if they don't grab it.
So
I can
You-
cast fly, but having a flying speed just without having to cast a spell would honestly be sick. If you want to pick up the deck of many things,
Yeah,
I'll even go halvesies with you.
absolutely. I agree. Let's do it. How much do you
Alright.
want for the deck of cards?
and Antifex speaks up. I'll take the deck, please.
Oh. I'd suppose, yeah, you did get a voucher, didn't you?
You know, that makes sense. Let's do that. That checks out.
Alright, so I'll take the flying boots and Antifex will take the deck of many things.
Anyone else have Anyone else have a voucher, or did everyone pick an item?
sword, so
Yeah, I'm just curious. Andy's going to cast Identify on that mace.
The mace. It is a +1 mace.
Oh, that's kind of lame. I mean,